It's Madden NFL 24. And coming up, it's the 49ers. Burner at wide receiver. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the 49ers and the Steamers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Steamers of Mexico City. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Mexico City team as they enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Purdy going to the air right away. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll look to throw here. Musgrave's got it out right.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 there on the pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not
There he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And Another nice gain, 16 yards there on a first down again. They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
On third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Going underneath to the tight end, Green. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
No, I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. Down to the 10. And touchdown! DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Reynolds. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And Debo going to have a Niners first down as he's up to the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First down, 49ers.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The Niners at 13-1 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And now he got away from that first tackler. No idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. A quick throw completed by Purdy. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Purdy. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 49ers 9-yard line.
Again, Walker. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is caught. And he is out of bounds here. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's 4th and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Steamers are able to widen their advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out,
use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? 58 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, 49ers.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense. After a play like that, it should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
From 19 yards away. And the 49ers are back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Niners' 38-yard line.
And going right back to Walker. Stiff-armed him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 on a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
A 45-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Niners set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Short throw to Musgrave. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 48-yard.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they have regained the lead. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down, 49ers.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Play action. Now Purdy.
He's got Green. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
A second down throw for Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 5.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One final go for this offense here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started with the two teams the Hall of Famer Tony Dungy had great successes with as a head coach. Indianapolis taking on Tampa Bay. And it's the Colts.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome. guys settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now back to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken it around the 40. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First down, 49ers.
Now Purdy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Here's Reynolds.
Oh, a good move at the 5. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drill.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Out of the gun, Purdy.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down again. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They're going to look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Luke Musgrave there to make the grab. And the Steamers get a bit closer. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
Purdy from the gun.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
And Debo going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
And the 49er 1st down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
Pushes him aside at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy was...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A little juke. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
First down, 49ers.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Purdy.
That's Samuel, caught left side. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Inside the 10.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Niners start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted...
And now here's another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Now we'll pause here for an injury. And it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense.
And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
Here's 3rd and 3.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score, Might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw here.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 6.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to have a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.